Hey guys, Francis Beau here. Welcome to the Beau Show. Um, this is gonna be a long one, let's tell you that. This is kind of the new trend of Beau Show. I'm trying to get around to making these a little bit longer in length, so I can get a bunch of things that are going around in the world of Transformer news prior, and just give you guys some thoughts on some things that are going around the world today, coming soon, a bunch of things. So this will be the new trend. So if you guys are going to be asking me in later dates about why the Beau Show's gotten longer, I better sure answer to that. So this is the new trend. So this will be about at least 15 to 30 minutes in length. So that's that. Before we get down to the Beau Show, I want to say that there's a few things going on next week and this week that are going on, which is pretty big in the geek culture right now. This week, E3 2015. I was currently watching it live on YouTube. If you guys want to check it out, please go see it. It's a really cool event so far. A lot of things happened at the Xbox conference, which I just saw, so please go check that out. It's a really cool conference, a very cool event going on right now. So mainly the stuff that's going on today at E3 2015, you guys want to know, it's going to be the Microsoft, Xbox. I just watched something from Lego. I'm not sure what it was. It had to do something with portals or something like that. I'm pretty sure some of you guys might know what that is. Sony will also be there with their PlayStation 4 and stuff like that. So that's that. I think tomorrow's gonna be like Nintendo and something like that. Play Arts Kai, or you know what I mean. EA just wrapped up also with their stuff like that. And that's pretty much it going on today for E3 2015. Tomorrow will be Nintendo. I'll get to a full review of E3 2015 at a later date. Probably not till the end of the week because there's gonna be a bunch of things going on during that week time. So there's that. Yeah, really cool event. You gotta go check it out. What else is going on? Next week is Botcon 2015. Cannot wait. There's gonna be a lot of great reveals. Want to take a little bit to talk about some predictions. Just to give you guys a little bit of what I expect to come out of BotCon 2015. So let's start off with some Combiner War stuff, because a lot of things that I know that have been heavily rumored and stuff that have been rumored are now basically, at this point, going to be real things. So, for Combiner Wars, obviously I'm expecting a Leader Class Starscream. We've seen pictures, we've seen the box art, so that's definitely coming. Not a big surprise since they have a Thundercracker. Expected, I want to see a Skywarp. I definitely want to see a Skywarp at BotCon 2015. If they don't do that, I expect to come out at Comic-Con 2015. I expect it to come out somewhere this year and at this time frame. So, because they've already revealed Starscream a long time ago, so not like reveal, but like we've seen pictures of it already. So definitely reveal a Skywarp eventually. That's a definite plus. Some other things I would love to see come out in the Combiner Wars series that I want to see revealed at BotCon 2015 is I want to see some repaints. I want to see that Dragstrip turn to Mirage. That definitely needs to be a Mirage. The Dead End I would like to see as a Jazz. I've already talked about that a long time ago at my previous Combiner Wars talk. It was like a long time ago, back at San Diego Comic-Con 2014. So if you guys want to check that video out, I'll leave it in the description below because I had some thoughts about that. Yeah, that's two things. The breakdown definitely needs to be a sideswipe. That definitely needs to be a sideswipe. I really want to see that in sideswipe colors, G1 sideswipe colors. That's pretty much it for Combiner Wars. I mean, it's really hard for me to tell what's going to come out in BotCon 2015. I'm expecting a lot of repaints at this point because there's been a lot of brand new molds lately in the Combiner Wars. We've gotten brand new molds for the Protectobots. We've gotten some repaints for Senticons, and complete new molds for the aerial bots. So yeah, a lot of brand new molds and a lot of great repaints. So yeah, I'm definitely expecting a lot of repaints on this. So don't expect a lot of brand new molds from Combiner Wars at this point because, well, I think they pretty much have used up all their brand new molds. So if they do go with the repaint route, I don't mind it because, well, they pretty much have chugged out a bunch of new molds at this point, so it's fine by me. So, I know some people are thinking about some combiners that they'd love to see at Botcon 2015 or Comic-Con. Some being like maybe Bruticus. I know you guys want to see a Bruticus. I know the hotspot is definitely looks like an Onslaught. Will we see it? Maybe. That's a huge maybe because, well, here, I'll say this. If we do see an Onslaught at Botcon 2015 and they don't show us the rest, we're definitely going to get it. But for me, honestly, I think we're gonna see it not at Botcon 2015, but at Comic-Con, because I don't know, because they kind of put out their big things at Comic-Con 2015, because they usually do that. Because, you know, remember last year they revealed like the Superion and the Minosaur, because at Botcon 2014, I mean, they did reveal some big things like RC and Chromia and Brainstorm. Those were like some big reveals, but other than that, there wasn't like those huge reveals like they did at Comic-Con. So if they already announced a Bruticus, it's definitely going to be around Comic-Con. I don't think it's going to be around Botcon. For me, if they do announce it, it definitely will be Onslaught using the Hotspot mold. Swindle, I believe, will be using the First Aid mold. Just my opinion. Vortex definitely using the Blades mold, or the Alpha Bravo mold. Who else is there? God, I forgot them. Oh yeah. Blast Off. That's kind of hard for me to tell what mold he would use. So that's kind of hard for me to say. That last one, what the heck's his name? Oh god, Brawl. Jesus. Brawl, I think, would definitely use the Rook mold. Maybe that's a little bit of a out there, but we'll see. I mean, that's something that I would expect. It definitely would be remolded, so maybe that. So that's my predictions. If those are definitely what they are, then come back to this video because I predicted those. So if that happens, definitely come back to this video. So that's it. For RID, I don't really care at this point because there's gonna be a lot of repaints. I mean, they've got like a G1 Grimlock and stuff like that. So that's out there. So I don't really expect a whole lot from RID at Botcon 2015. So that's that. Let's get down to some other business. Dealing with the video game area for Transformers. For those who don't know, or for those who have heard about it, Activision, I believe it's Activision. I could be totally wrong. Activision is developing a new Transformers video game called Transformers Devastation. People are asking me if this is a Fall Cybertron sequel. This is definitely not a Fall Cybertron sequel. It's definitely not. The look of it definitely doesn't feel like Fall Cybertron or War for Cybertron. I mean, the look of it's different, the feel is going to probably be different, and the gameplay looks different. So, no, it's definitely not a Fall Cybertron sequel. I know we all want it, but it's not. I don't think it's going to happen, guys, at this point. So, I like those two games as they are, so I don't know if a third one will be good, so who knows. Back down to the game, Transformers Devastation. From the screenshots that we have, it looks interesting. I mean, it looks like a... I hope it's not going to do what Rise of the Darkspark did, because I think Rise of the Darkspark was terrible in my opinion. It wasn't... I mean, the way they play the game, the weapons that they had, it was it's like they removed some of the weapons from Fall Cybertron and put it into Rise of the Darkspark. The feel of it feels like Fall Cybertron. The gameplay feels like Fall Cybertron. It's just like one of those tie games where they had to sell, where the movie was in the same year and they needed a game to tie it in. So it's kind of what that was. So it was okay. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing. That being said, though, I'm worried about this one because it looks good. I will admit, it definitely looks good. It definitely has a much better look to it than previous game. It's definitely not going to be tied in with anything else. It's definitely not going to be like a sequel to Rise of the Darkspark or anything like that. It's definitely not going to be like that. But it's definitely a game that interests me. It's definitely something that I want to see as a trailer. Like, I want to see a trailer for that. E3 will definitely probably reveal that at some point. We'll probably see a trailer for it from Activision or something like that. So, yeah, I mean, it looks good. There's not a whole lot to say except it looks interesting. It will be out on the Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PS4. So it will be a multi-platformer game. So as always, it should be. So right now, looks good. I mean, it looks interesting. I guess I could say that because I don't know. There's not a bunch of things I could say about it except it looks, well, maybe, you know, we'll see. What else? What else is going on? We need to talk about robots in disguise for a minute. Now, I know I was going to do this in a separate video, but might as well do it here. We need to clarify on this whole Megatronus thing. I know a lot of people are wondering who is Megatronus in RID and what is his role in RID. For me personally, I don't think it's going to be Megatron. And after seeing that previous episode Out of Focus, I think it could be the Fallen. I mean, we have the 13 Primes, and I think that, you know, they're telling him he's going to be ready for an evil, and 13 Primes, you know, they know who the Fallen is. So, you know, kind of merging that together, I think it should imply that yes, the Fallen is going to come. How do I feel about it? Okay, I mean, but I really don't. I mean, I really don't care who it really is. I mean, either way, it's going to be. Either way, it's a win-win. I mean, everyone likes Megatron. Everyone wants to see the Fallen in something, not that trash that we saw in Revenge of the Fallen. We want to see a true Fallen. And honestly, you know, from the look of this character, it definitely doesn't look like Megatron. It definitely feels more like the Fallen. So, you know, I definitely hope it's the Fallen. I mean, hope it's not something different. But last week's, I mean, you know, yesterday's episode definitely told me that yes, it's gonna be the Fallen. So that's that. Will his role be in RID? Hopefully it's a big role. I hope it's not gonna be one of those cheap robots that we've seen in RID, like Quillfire and Springload and Bisque. I hope he's not like one of those characters where they just have to fit in a Decepticon. I hope it's not like that, because that would be terrible. I would definitely not like to see that, and that would that would not look good. That would definitely not look good. And that'd be such a waste of a character. So yeah, there's that. I don't know what to expect at this point. No, maybe. Who knows what he'll be. Hopefully he's a good character, so that's what I'm expecting. So there's that. Let's get down to something else that I've been wanting to discuss in my previous video. Not my Beau TV, but my other video when I reviewed Jurassic World. I want to talk about the TF Freak. Let's talk about what this TF Freak thing is going to be about. My mission about TF Freak is to mainly give you guys what we had to go through as Transformers fans. What we had to basically rage, wet the bed, had nightmares about for 30 years. There's a bunch of things that us Transformers fans had to endure and suffer for 30 years. We had to suffer Beast Machines. We had to suffer Michael Bay. We had to suffer too many Bumblebees. We had to suffer too many Optimus Primes. We had to suffer lazy movies. We had to suffer a lot of things. And the TF Freak needs to tell you guys all these things that we had to endure and suffer. I will get to it all. It will be the end of us suffering. So, hopefully, just hopefully, this series goes out, because I want this to be one of the main things on my channel. And hopefully this works out, and hopefully people will start to enjoy it, because I got a lot of things planned for that series, and hopefully that series goes as it goes good. So there's that. I definitely want to get more into it in a later date. After maybe like a few episodes, I'll give you guys more feedback as it is. So there's that. Thank you. I needed that. That's your 15-minute break from now. There you go. What else? Man, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out, because that was one of the few things I had in mind right now. Okay. Some people are wondering what happened to Beau History. You know, that little series that I had when I was talking about the history of Transformers, that is coming back. Do not worry about that. That is definitely coming back eventually. I just have to figure out, there's like a whole bunch of other things that I haven't planned. Beau History just weren't in the bottom of the list somewhere, so it's definitely coming back. It's just not on my top things that I need to worry about. So, there's that. You know, oh, there's a pigeon outside. I see it. Okay. Alright, bye-bye. Saw a pigeon out there for a minute. It's picking my dress. Whatever. Let's see. What else do we need to talk about? Here we go. Now I remember what we need to talk about. We need to talk about, also, a little bit more about Michael Bay returning to Transformers 5. Mark Wahlberg said in a recent review that Michael Bay will most likely to return to Transformers 5. Is anyone honestly gonna be... Is anyone really, honestly... What's the word? Jeez. I'm like pulling Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fits here. Simmons, help me out. God, what's the word? I just lost it there. I just lost it. I just lost it. What was I? Oh my God, what was I talking about? Oh, there we go. Is anyone really, is anyone really that excited that Michael Bay's returning, or even surprised that he's returning? I mean, he's been in director for almost 4 movies now. He's definitely going to come back for 5 and 6, if for my opinion. I mean, the spin-off films are definitely going to be someone else. I honestly don't want to see Michael Bay do the spin-off films. I want to see someone else do them. But 5 and 6, I'm definitely okay with him doing them, because those are films that are still in, 1 through 6. To him to finish them off, I think that's good. And then the spin-off and prequels will definitely be something else. So there's that. And I'll be happy if he returns or not. So there's that. That's basically it for this episode. Yeah, E3 2015 is going on right now. A lot of things going on. I cannot wait for a bunch of other things to be revealed. Like I said, the Devastation, Transformers Devastation game, I think that's going to be a good game. I just need to see some more of it. So hopefully it turns out. Hope TF Freak goes out a little bit better as I'm planning. And hopefully we'll get more news for you on the Beau Show. So there's that. Hope you guys have stayed up to this episode. I will see you later. And I am gonna go away now because I'm tired. And I need to go continue watching E3. Bye bye.